Welcome to Raising the Bar, the podcast that pulls back the curtain on the country's most successful leaders and how they elevate their business and their teams. Please welcome our host, Allison.
Good morning. Welcome to the next session of Raising the Bar Live, where we talk about raising all things in your benefits program. And this month, given that it's October, and for a lot of folks, open enrollment is starting to happen or coming up in November and December, I want to talk about communication and why employee and communication and engagement is so important. So we're going to talk about why constant communication and education are so important. What is the goal of that communication? That's for next week. What to include in your communication. We're going to talk about that in the third week in October. And then modes of communication. We'll talk about that in the last week in October. But today I want to talk about why. And I think I read something this morning that made me chuckle. I was reading Anthony Iannarino's blog post today, and he's a writer about all things sales related and just seems to be a really lovely human being and with a sly sense of humor that I just love. And his post this morning was 55 before 55. And number 34 was, and I'm going to read this, treat people like your dog treats you when you walk through the front door. And number 35 is don't treat people like your cat treats everybody. So cat lovers, please don't hate me. But I think the point there is that be genuine, be nice, be happy to see people. Don't be standoffish and don't make life difficult. And healthcare, health insurance, it's scary for people. It's difficult. They are engaging in something that is frightening to most people at a time when they're already scared and frightened, right? If you're engaging with the medical system, you've had an accident outside of the doctor's office. I want people to go get their routine care. But if you are engaging in the medical system, you've had an accident, you are ill, maybe minorly, maybe you've had a major diagnosis, a family member, a spouse or a child or a parent or a sibling is having a medical issue that needs attention. And healthcare is scary for people. They have a hard time interacting with the system. The system works great for the people that run the system. Unfortunately, doesn't usually work for the patients. And it's frightening, it's scary. Not only are people terrified about what is happening to them, they're terrified about how that's going to get paid for. The other thing is we have done such a terrific job of telling people that health insurance is healthcare. It is not. Health insurance is simply a risk transfer mechanism. I pay you X, you take care of it for Y, right? That's all it is. And as employers, more and more employers start to take control of their healthcare spend and help guide people to high quality care. Always the most important thing in for me and for my clients is guiding people to high quality care. As that happens more and more, how a consumer needs to engage with a healthcare system changes, and it's frightening. And we can't just throw stuff over the fence at open enrollment and expect people to remember that 6 months or 9 months or 11 months or 2 years after they heard it. And then things really start to go off the rail. So in the next 3 weeks, we are going to talk about what the goal of communication is, because there are different goals for different types of communication, and what to include in your communication, because I think that we should be including more things than we typically do. We should be communicating about why. Most people understand why when it's communicated clearly, and modes of communication. And that's a broader topic than you think. So let me know what questions you have, and I will see y'all next time.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode. Raising the Bar is powered by Altiqe Consulting, the country's leading independent expert in healthcare cost containment. Astute employers know there's a better way to offer health insurance, and we help them achieve it.